Let's be completely honest. No one cares about your token. That's the truth, and you need to force people to think that you will do well with your token, that your token will do a 10x, 100x, so they buy it. For doing that, you have two options. Or you have real demand, or you create that demand. In the end, it's a flywheel. So first you create demand, the real demand comes, and it's a flywheel that keeps growing and growing and send your token to 1, 2 million, 5 million, whatever you want. That's why in this video I'm going to show you how you can use a Solana volume bot to create that demand, make your token look healthy and organically growing, so more people get in and your token can grow even more. One important thing before going to the screen is that I'm going to show you two methods. The first one is that the one that everyone talks about, a volume bot and so on, with makers, etc., which is completely useful. But the second method is really unique. You won't see it anywhere because it's actually for people really deep in the trenches that really know how to control supply, how to make things, how to execute properly. But in this video, I want to explain you how actually people that makes 20, 50 sol profit every single day trading in the trenches and deving in the trenches do it. The Solana volume bot I came to talk you about is this Smithii tool Solana volume bot, which is basically the most used Solana volume bot ever and the most used tool suite for launching tokens and so on. This has like more than 3,000 users every single month. So let me get you through the tool so you can see everything you can do. In the end, a Solana volume bot what does is bring more makers and bring more buys and sells, so more volume to your token. This makes your token look more attractive because when anyone go to the DEX screener, Axiom, whatever, and see how the token is doing, how much people is trading it, and how healthy it looks, it will look much better. So it will look more attractive, so they will get into it. We have several options here to use this volume bot. We have the boost token, which is just the simplest way to do it. You set a token address, you set how much makers you want, how much volume you want, how much sol you can expend or you want to spend, and how much time you want the bot to run. You click on enter and it will run. So simple. Then you got the target price or the bumps, as we want to call it, which is quite the same, but you select how much you want your token to pump. In this case, you don't put here 10% and your token will pump 10%. This means that if you put 10% here, the makers will buy 100% of the token, let's say 1 sol, and then will sell only 0.9. Then the left token, that 10% left is the amount that the token will be pumping, and you will get those token backs to your wallet. This way you can create a price pump on your token. You can start accumulating volume and also accumulating supply of your token and then sell it when it goes higher in this case. And then we got the advanced bot option where we can do basically anything. We can create our own custom strategy where we set how much makers we want and how we want them to act. For example, we can set the order amount in a large range. We can set the delay between buy transactions. In the end, it's not like just a lot of buys coming. It's like you need to make it look organic, because if not, it will be obvious that it will be a bot. So you can use this feature, a delay and different behavior of the makers, so it looks much more organic. For example, here you can select if you want to auto sell the tokens or just return the tokens to another wallet, and you can set a sell strategy. Basically, after the bot buys, how it will be selling in 3 sales, 5 sales, with how much delay, etc. These different settings will set up a whole volume bot structure that will make your token look sick. Using the tool itself is really simple, but let me just run it for a second so you can see how it works and you can see it running in the end. Let's get into any random token here. For example, white whale. We take the contract address. Well, actually, let me use a dead one token because we will see it much better. Okay, this is rec token I launched, but it's migrated, so it's dead now because it's null contract address. We copy here the contract address. We paste the contract address here. It's the same process for the other options, okay? And you fill here the amount of makers. I would say don't use more than the double makers you currently have in your token. For example, here we have 7 makers because it's set. You here will need to use 20 to 30 maximum. Let me put 30, for example. how much volume you want to generate. Here you can go up to 5x of the volume you currently have to make it look kind of organic. It depends on the strategy, but yeah, so far. So here it will be $1,000, which is like 4 sol, 5 sol, not much. How much sol you want to spend. Then we can set how much minutes we want the bot to run. The more time we set, the more volume we can generate with the same amount of makers and sol spent, just because of the setup in the backend. So we can add here and we will see that we can generate more volume, okay? And then we just need to click on Start Bot. We will see the transaction on our wallet. It will cost us 0.3 sol, which is so cheap. Most of it goes simply to the taxes on the swap of the token, because the total fee the tool takes is, you can just calculate it, this minus this, and actually it's only 0.025 sol for each 100 makers. Okay, it's actually so cheap. So now the bot is running. We can see here the logs and we can stop it anytime. Okay, if we stop it in the middle, it will return us the token or the sol it has at the moment. We also have here the history, as you can see, and you can track all the usage you made of the tool itself, the total volume you generated, the amount of makers, and how much sol you spent. So yeah, as we can see here, the bot is just starting. Maker 1, maker 2, maker 1 made a buy swap. We can see here the transaction. If we come here, we will see that the bot is starting to buy. Here we go. This is our market maker making a buy and a sell, and it will keep doing that along the 15 minutes we have set. So we can start generating that volume and that makers. I want to extend myself much more here because it's just, I guess because you need to go here, use the tool, feel it, how it goes, how it not goes, test yourself, etc. There's not like a fixed playbook. It depends on the market conditions. So I recorded this second part of the video with the second method by my mic cracked, so I'm just recording it back again real fast. The second method I want to talk you about is with this Smithii Pro tool, which is basically an advanced tools for trenchers doing cool shit, launching tokens, trading them, creating volume, and so on. If you want a full video on how to use this tool and a live stream making what I'm going to explain you right now on the best organic way to create volume on your token, let me know in the comments. But I will just explain the part of creating volume with this, okay? So what we will do here is put a token address or token address at the Google Pump. Let me go to text screener. We will take a random one, for example, this Ryanair, which is cool. And we copy the contract address and paste it here. Cool. Now, here we can add wallets. This will create fresh wallets, and we have several options, okay? I will send Solana, for example, for this one. Okay, here, one sol, cool, send, perfect. Here we have the one sol balance, and now we have several options to do here. We can migrate this sol to other wallet, so it creates a fresh wallet without no trace and so on. And we can do a ghost transfer. And the ghost transfer, what we will do basically is split the Solana we got in this wallet into the amount of wallet that we select here, for example 10, and in random amounts, so it's not all just 0.1, it's an average of 0.1, so it looks much more organic. This will do it privately, so no one will have trace of it, okay? If you want a more deep thing to protect you from bubble maps, you can just use mixer.fun. I talked about this in another video, but it's quite the same, only that more advanced. First of all, here you can do this with just one sol. You need 20 sol, 30 sol, or even more. It depends on your strategy and your token size, but it's a tool that needs large volume of Solana, not to spend it. You will spend some of it on fees, but to make it real effective. What we will do here is get a list of wallets here with at least 2 to 5 sol each, and then start buying and selling with those wallets, migrating the sol to a new wallet, and start doing so. So it looks like just this token, which is actually hyped, as I see, and has volume right now. You see a lot of people buying and selling. This will be part of organic, and part probably is the team boosting it. And this way, you will create FOMO, which is what we want here. So once you put here the contract address, you have here the token information, you can just start buying and selling. You can select how much amounts you want overall for all wallets, or just select them manually. I will set here, for example, 3.2. Cool, I click on buy, and it will buy the token in a second. There we go, Solana, and the token balance here updated, as we can see. We can just sell it later, etc., etc. So what we will do here is buy and sell all the time. It will look organic because it's organic. It's in the end you doing clicks with several wallets, but instead of 100 persons trading it, it's yourself with 100 wallets trading it, all them unlinked, so they don't show on the bubble maps, and that way, it's quite magical, the kind of FOMO you can create on your token. So that's it. This is how easily you can create volume on your token, pump it, and create organic traction. If you want that tutorial I told you with the whole live stream doing and pumping a token and so on, let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.